Okay, it's a leaf cast update. So the cover has now gone into the hot press. We do appear to have fibre coverage over the staple holes. The front page fold, I have leaf cast it. I made the pulp solution a bit browner by adding more of the Alan Class comic. I also made the solution a bit more dilute, and I carried out the casting on the front spread, which is now, as you can see, under my cold press. We then had the center pages. Now I've used a different technique here. Instead of wetting the whole of the cover, and then applying the methyl cellulose, I actually applied the methyl cellulose to the dry cover, and then I put the pulp down, put my remade paper across, brushed it and rolled it, and you can see the fibre here. It's still it's still a bit sort of not the right colour, but it's better than it was. It will be interesting to see how this comes out compared to the other two, since I used a different technique on this one. So this one now needs to go under a cold press as well. So we have, and you can see we have covered all of the holes in this center spread. Now the center spread is especially important for the staple because it basically acts as the anchor. So I have put a fair amount of fibre on here where the staple's to go, because we do want this comic to hold together. Right, so everything is now in drying mode and flattening mode. I will show you the results of the leaf casting when everything is dried out and flattened, and when we've got the comic reassembled, ready for the staples to be put on. Enough said. Okay, so leaf casting has been completed, the main function of which is to fill in the staple area so that we can reattach staples. And as you can see, looking at the front cover here, we have successfully got fibre coverage over the area where the staple goes. If we have a look at the other side of the cover, and you can see here, you can see the leaf casting because the colour of it is not dark enough. So I obviously need to use more of the old paper to get that brown colour, but it does look as if we've done enough here to enable us to put the staples back on. So that's the front cover. This is the first fold, which also had problems with the staple being detached, and again we look to have successfully covered those areas, but you can see the leaf casting does stand out as being far too white. And the center page, which was probably the most damaged, so if we look on the reverse, you can't see a lot of, you can see the staple area has now got some fibre on it, and here, and this sort of tear down here has got some coverage. If we look at the main spine of this, if this had been the right colour, this would have been pretty successful, but as you can see, it looks a bit patchy. Anyway, I'm probably going to reconstruct this, despite the fact that the colour's not right. I suppose in future the best thing to do would be make up the pulp solution and then just try a bit before going ahead with the leaf casting. So there we go. book. So I will probably reassemble with it like this. Right, so I've decided what I'm going to do with this Fantastic Four is, for the moment, I am going to leave it as it is, like this. I'm not going to reattach the staples because although I'm relatively happy with the leaf casting on the cover, which you can see here, I'm not happy with the leaf casting on the centre pages where the for me. So at some stage I'm going to redo this when I've got the right colour pulp. So for the moment, this is going to go into a backing board and into a Golden Age Mylar sleeve until such time as I have got a pulp ready that can do the colour matching. So I'm probably going to take that centre page, re-soak it, remove the leaf casting and recast it with pulp of the right colour. So I'm not going to put the staples back on this at this point in time. So that is what I'm going to be doing with this comic for the time being. Enough said.